Most OFM agencies lose their models in 30 days or less. They leave, ghost, badmouth you, and the worst part of it all is sometimes they never even tell you why. In this video, I'm going to show you why, and more importantly, how to build something that keeps the right models here for a long time. These are the same reasons that my agency has one of the highest retention rates that I've ever seen in agencies, based off of multiple reasons and multiple factors, and in this video, I'm going to get into exactly those. Also, whilst covering some of the little mistakes that a lot of agencies end up not realizing when doing model retention or managing models in general, that I'm going to be bringing to light during this video. Hey guys, it's Griffin. Once again, I'm back to give you insane amounts of sauce. This video is about model retention. By the end of this video, you will know not only how to retain models management contracts, but additionally sign more models through them throughout the vicarious acts that I'm going to be telling you how to do. So let's start off strong. Reason number one is no onboarding. No onboarding has a direct correlation to no retention. I think we can all agree that the first 7 to 14 days of any contract in any business, especially when operated by people, is one of the most important parts. If your onboarding is sending her the contract and telling her to then copy another model's marketing strategy, I promise you she is already planning her exit strategy out of your agency. Your onboarding not only needs to show and prove that you are an agency of establishment and not just another broke agency trying to make par, it also needs to give the feeling of success early in the management. So our onboarding looks something like this. Once we onboard the model and send her the contract, she's immediately put to work. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It is in a way of hastefulness to get to the result, the desired income that she is wanting. And we are explaining this all whilst onboarding her. Explaining every bit and every detail so that she's not left in the dark and she knows the actual why behind every single thing that we tell her to do. So once that contract is sent over, we immediately greet her with a model personality sheet. And this is pets, animals, favorite nicknames, literally A through Z about her. Then she is immediately added into a team group chat with a minimum of 4 individuals inside of our agency. This not only ensures that any questions that she ever has are immediately answered, but she is consistently getting updates, reminders, and also notifications about what's going on in her page and setup. Not only will this build insane amounts of trust and also openness within the relationship, but it will also give the illusion of consistent and constant work towards the desired goal, aka 10K, 20K, 30K a month, whatever you're trying to scale her to. From there, we immediately move on and explain to her that we are going to be working on her back-end setup. So we will hop on a call with her and explain what we are doing for content delivery, content to the vault, and also content frequency about how much work and filming she will actually be doing. This also goes along with when she is required to send in the content and also the marketing strategies that we are planning to do. From there, it directly correlates into the actual content plan call, which then we go over the styles of content, her niche we want to select with her, so she also shares the ideology of what marketing strategy that we're trying to produce, so that when filming she has the most resources possible to exit the best result for the content. From there, she's immediately initiated into creating scripts if she does not have any, and also creating PPV content for the chatting. So basically all of the vault items that we require inside of our agency. Lastly, we assign a weekly relationship manager within that group chat. So every single week she's getting updates, she's getting news fed to her about what is happening on her page, setup, and monetization. Listen, it's not just about the professionalism aspect. I could really care less about that. It's about giving her confidence in you, the agency owner, to allow her to give all of her resources to you in hopes that you meet that desired income goal of hers. And you may be thinking, why would we give all of this time and energy and money into letting the model know consistently and constantly what's going on? And that's because the pure psychological reason that confusion leads to ghosting and leaving. Clarity itself leads and builds collaboration. And not even to mention that your content is going to improve drastically if she is also on the same page of what kind of styles, niche, and message each piece of content is wanting to put forth. Anyway, I know you guys do struggle with onboarding greatly and at least the little details in between. So if you're interested in knowing exactly even more in depth in screen sharing and live showing you how we do onboarding, feel free to join my absolutely 100% free Telegram community community with over 900 founders. It is an amazing community, one of the best in OFM I have seen. That'll be free in the description below, so go check that out if you want. That brings me on to reason number 2, which is empty promises and what I call bro science. Listen, please stop promising these 50K months if you haven't even signed your first model yet. I know all of the YouTube gurus and all of the information may seem like this industry is easy and you can easily generate 100K a month. But I'm here to tell you that's just not the truth. The worst agencies that I know are the ones who sell dreams and then bounce after that result is not made. More or less sell dreams and then ask for a 9-month wait before even half of that dream is completed. And I do believe that is what really gives OFM a bad rep and name. Listen, instead, I want to tell you what we do at our agency. So instead of promising these huge months, and I get it, she's going to ask eventually either now or later during the relationship, so it will come up. The way that we handle it is not so much promising these huge numbers, instead asking what she would like to see. What would be successful in her eyes? If she says, let's say 20K in 3 months time, tell her that that's achievable and then explain to her how we will get there. It's not so much about, oh yeah, that's achievable with the same strategy that we're doing. If she says something that is an absolutely high number, say, I believe that is possible and we've seen those kind of numbers before. It's not something that's impossible, but within that comes YZX and XYZ, making more content, producing more results, delivering on content delivery dates rather than making me wait 3 days, things like that. And then of course, knowing my agency, we end up taking her to 40K a month anyways. But if your agency is still making false dreams and false promises, that is not a recipe for success and is definitely not going to help you with retention. And it's not about lowballing or undermining your actual value as an agency. It's really just about personalizing and making the goal tangible. Now, that brings me on to my third point, and that is that you are managing the business instead of the human at play. Listen, I've spoke upon this topic tons of times, and even other influencers have as well, and that is that you are managing people. This is a people business. That is the essentialness of it. Management, whether OnlyFans or influencer or info product scaled around a personal brand, is that you are managing people, not so much a infrastructure. The reason why we sign a relationship manager to every single client is because when someone checks in, gives gifts, updates you, and makes you feel included inside of the circle, they are 10x more likely to not only stay, but give your agency and your drive just as much passion as you do. Listen, Burnout is so confused in this industry. It's not because the model is filming too much. I have clients in my agency who film all day, every single day. It is not the fact of actual volume. It is the feeling that none of what she is doing is producing or working into results. And on top of that, the feeling that nobody cares by not communicating with her and involving her in what you're doing inside of the work is even worse and is going to just streamline how quick she will leave your agency. Build a relationship, help her understand the bigger vision and the why behind the content, and not just film this script. That is how you are going to captivate and keep models inside of your agency. Listen, number 4 is just a touch up of everything that we've kind of talked about, and that is the fact that you have no system to track. And in accordance to that, you have no system to share, no information to give, no updates to lay on your model. Listen, in our agency, we're by no means perfect, and we let conversions and tracking slip up here and there, but we have enough tracking systems in place that when something changes, profits get lost, we do notice. And so assigning a relationship manager just to chat and talk about things isn't really going to make your retention rate stick up by 20%. But tracking systems, giving her info, making things tangible and having evidence behind it, that is what's going to expedite your retention rate so much. Listen, it's all about inclusion. The fact that we even ask and show the feedback to the model makes her feel so much more included and willingness to work than any of your models inside of your agency. Now, my 5th and final reason, and that is that reputation and recovery is everything. Most agencies, and I mean this in the nicest way possible if you're watching this, are terrible. Your reputation as a successful agency is your secret weapon. Your results are your secret weapon. Your ability to provide them and show them what a real agency looks like, That is what's going to turn over that rate. When a model leaves a toxic agency, we don't sit there on the phone and badmouth them. We just take the initiative to show them what a solid and actual agency looks like and acts. Listen, these partnerships are and should be looked at as a long-term relationship. She wants to believe that she found the right partner. And so by all means, I don't see why you would not let her. Yo, also boys, if you are trying to build this and fix this problem inside of your agency, I made a full breakdown inside of my Telegram SOPs from beginning to end. If you want to have access to that, feel free to go join up. Like I was mentioning earlier, link is in the description. So in reality, it's not the money, it's not the results, it's really about the connection. It's the feeling that a team finally sees her and understands the bigger vision that she has. When she messages, somebody answers. When she has questions, somebody concludes. When she works, we then provide and perform with money. And by all means, I will say, if you're not producing results, your retention rate is going to be bad no matter what. So learn the actual aspect of the business before going and trying all of these things. But if you are producing results and you are successful, then there is by all means no reason you should not be implementing this to expedite not only your success, but the quality of model that you have. Look, you don't need 100 models to stay inside of your agency. In reality, these methods really only work and should be implemented into A-tier high quality models. The ones worth your time, worth your energy, and worth the headache to actually go and do all of these things. So if you're serious about building an agency that's actually successful, even in less than 60 days, I will show you how I scaled my first agency to over 6 figures in under 18 months and give you access to everything. So if you're interested in that, fill out the partner application booking link down in the description to get a full free access and consultation into your agency and see how much value that we can provide for you. And if you're somebody who is actually serious about this, like really serious, then I'm sure we will be speaking soon. So this video has been about retention. I hope it has helped you, included you in a couple things that you previously did not know. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. I really do appreciate it. But either way, it's been Griffin, and peace out.